And we're live! Hello everybody! How y'all doing? Hi. Today we're doing Skirk story quest. I'm mainly doing her story quest now, because I need her drops, and I'm also very curious. I could have done the Archon quest first, but I kind of want to be able to use my Skirk to do so. So I don't want to go into the Archon quest with a level 80 Skirk. So give me them drops. Give me the lore. Give me everything. I'm still in the English dub. Hopefully there's not too many people muted, if any. Yeah. Hopefully not. I really hope there's... I don't think there would be, because I really don't know who would be. It depends on who's in here. I don't really know, if I'm being honest. Probably the Traveler, if he speaks. But I'm kind of used to that. So, we'll see. Drink some Wawa. Alright. Let's begin. Accept quest. Where are we going? Listen to Paimon's advice? Oh, this will be the first time I'm hearing Paimon's new voice. Oh shit. Alright, let's see. Wait, how did I go from listen to Paimon's advice to just going to see Baiju? What? Okay. You know, that's fine. I wanna go see Baiju. Let's go see Baiju. Baiju. I wonder why Baiju though. Baiju, what is your involvement in this?
Oh. Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Interesting.
Show me your prescription.
It definitely does seem very, it's a very similar sound, but a lot calmer. More fairy. Very interesting. It'll take me a bit to get used to it, but I do like it. Hello, Chong Chong. Let's see if we got a special guest.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
Let me put it on auto. That would help.
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept a wink. And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is he sick?
Is the Traveler prone to sickness? I find this surprising. You know, I don't even know anymore.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Yeah, it's weird. I never get sick. The hell? Why am I sick now? Is it from me, like, absorbing so much abyssal power in Natlan?
Okay. Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
And yet, I do feel like something is off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated.
What else is
Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could
Oh,
just as
Jesus
easily be a
Christ.
simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with, some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal will do you a world of good.
In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Still, we're not experts on this kind of thing, I say. We should strongly consider calling in a specialist as soon as possible.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baizhu and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
I don't know why, but her new voice sounds like something I would hear in like a Disney program. Get some sleep? Sure. Hongshu, hongshu. Good night. It is a bizzle. I know it. Oh, fuck me. Where am I? There's a thick fog covering my field of vision. Is this hell? Did I fall into the Night Kingdom again? It feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul's been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange and unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight. Worse than that, I think there's something in the fog, following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long until I wake up? And if not, then where in the world am I? Oh shit. What the fuck? Woo! Oh shit. What in the... Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back? But there's no blood. There's a strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar looking spike retreating back into the darkness. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing. And now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. What the hell? Is something stealing, like, the shit from inside of me? I don't like that.
Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
Paimon, I need you to check and see if there's a cut on my back.
A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright, let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare?
Hey Phantom, how are you?
Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had
That's
a
good.
nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
I don't think something yummy is gonna help me here, Paimon. Okay. Yeah, this is the new VA. It's kind of cute. It reminds me of like a Disney pixie fairy or some shit. Alright. You and Paimon head to Wanmin Restaurant, sensing that something isn't right. Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up. Yeah, she's a bit calmer than usual, which is nice.
In this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there.
You know, I don't even know anymore,
Then
Paimon.
again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it either. Maybe it was just a very lifelike dream.
Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up.
Oh,
Wake you up first, and then we can beat him up
Cute.
together.
I love you, Paimon. Paimon's smile is a way of putting me at ease. She really does. I love Paimon. She's so baby. But what I saw is still bothering me. That dream was so chilling, and it almost feels like there's something watching me from some corner of the world even now. Oh, I hate that. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, I focus on that area. I feel a vague aching, almost as if deep underneath the flesh, something is...
Something is missing.
Oh shit.
Did you just say something?
You heard that too?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Ah! What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master!
Skirk! Skirk. Paimon.
Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me,
Oh my god.
what is it that you saw?
Not gonna explain jack shit. Very Skirk of you.
Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair.
Damn.
You. I'll take a glass of wine.
Damn.
Oh, of course. Coming right up. We
All
make
right.
this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tiger fish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
I feel like you may as well trust her. I mean, like, if she trained Child, and Child trusts her, and Child trusts us, I think. Does that not... Wait, no, does that logically mean we should trust her? I actually don't really know. I somehow unconvinced myself that I should trust her. What do you know about the situation?
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the
Nice.
wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Is
Neither
it from
of
all the
those things
bullshit I
sound
sucked
good.
up in that land? That's my headcanon, and I'm sticking to it. Skirk seems to know something, and given what I've seen of her strength, I bet she can tell what happened to me. Of course she does. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her?
I don't know, what do you think,
She
Paimon?
mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Not on short notice, we can't.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I don't have much of a
Skirk's
choice.
an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
That was your concern?
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
Come on, Ether. What I saw was a dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse.
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Gwali Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh?
She's so cool. I love her.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
The fuck?
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
What the fuck?
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine!
What the hell?
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
What the fuck?
Coming!
Damn, Lon's not even voiced? That's fucked.
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all.
Does Skirk have some kind of
Paimon
power
was
like
half
that?
convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that
You know,
Nora
I
she
probably
left for
would've
us
too.
was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Gwali Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
What was the point of, like, doing the whole black screen just to not teleport me to the Gwali place? Just teleport me there. Or at least to the waypoint. Like, what the hell was the point? My carrot. That's a lot of puppies.
Whoa, what are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something.
I don't like that.
Let's go check it out.
Do I have to go kill them? Or is Skirk gonna kill them? I get to kill them. Yeah.
Let my name echo in song! A burst of flavor! Off to the freezer! Do your master's bidding! Take your troop! Ha!
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kinda like...
God remains.
Yeah. What is going on here?
Why are there so many God remains in Leewood?
From the moment they are born, all beings with
Never
great
mind.
power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. What are you doing?
Paimon, what the fuck?
Nothing. Just wanted sure you were, real?
She's like, why the fuck you touching me?
She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Don't touch people without their permission. What the fuck? Don't go poking people. I trained you better than this. After you left the restaurant, the other diners acted like you were never there.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now,
Damn.
can we please get back on track?
Okay.
Wait.
Where were we?
But she let Child remember her. That
The
means she
bathrooms.
considers Child
So
strong.
basically,
I love
there's
that
now
for
less
me.
of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, God remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
Like the part of my soul that was taken?
Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing. Of
Oh,
course,
shit.
god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean the stars?
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In
Oh,
Conria,
shit.
people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has
shit.
been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you. This time, it
hell
only took
no.
a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
But why me?
No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how
Great.
much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not
Oh,
the real
fuck.
concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
Well, shit.
So, you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Fair
Well,
enough.
Great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Thank you.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis.
Okay.
And I should
My
warn
bad.
you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me
Okay.
uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Alright, fuck me, I guess.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold. Whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Paimon, though. Not like this.
Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right.
Cringe. That's
Anyway,
shit. She don't
the
know that like a
important
lavender
thing is that
melon.
we get that piece of your soul back. So, Let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Ether, why do you never disagree with her bad nicknames? Frosty the Lavender Melon is really bad. Like, I think the worst one she's made yet. Actually.
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
It seems more like somewhere in the abyss.
It is. I brought
Oh.
you here because time flows differently in this place.
Oh, great.
I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
For now, no.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
Fair enough.
I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
What's
A
that?
little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring?
Oh, I need to see this.
It means experiencing
little feather
whatever
on
the
your
other
head.
person is dreaming. Everything they
Ooh.
see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Interesting.
You make it sound so simple.
All I need to do is wait. Is there anything you need me to do?
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Yo,
You're
training
gonna
art.
teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Yo, based.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're
Aw.
already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Fair enough.
She moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you.
Is this
Last
another
time something
canonical
like this
event where the
happened was
Traveler will
probably
like power up by
anti-Raiden
like
Shogun training, right?
0.01%?
Oh, feels like a lifetime ago. Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Hopefully. Ether. Let's go, my baby boy. What bullshit will I be subjected to?
Ready?
No.
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you'll have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
Understood, I think. So what's the next step?
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus.
Fear.
Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Oh shit. 900. Excuse me?
Head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Ether is not meant for this. He is the defensive twin, bro. He's getting exhausted already. Do I actually have to do 900 of these? I'm running out of... Oh. I was gonna say, I'm running out of stamina, bro. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. You know, good for you, man. Ooh. You know, hell yeah, Ether. Oh, shit.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
$47? The hell? Is this supposed to be the what the event was talking about? There was like something about like a bunch of like sword swings with Skirk. Was it referencing this? Lady, realistically, how am I supposed to do this when my stamina is the size of a peanut? The Traveler is not built for this. He is defensive. That's my defensive twin. Jesus Christ. I did it. Are you proud of me? Amazing. This is transforming my whole view of sword work. I'm using the same technique as ever, but now they're having a different effect. Interesting. It's as if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind, and there's a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of the friends I've made in Teyvat. Theirs are the sword styles and techniques I've come to know.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Kaya!
Cut to the chase.
Consider
a
a
new glitching
moment
line.
of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
Of course they use a new line for Kazuha that he's never said before. That's annoying. Why does everybody else is just a random line that they've already said, and Kazuha's is some random bullshit he thought up on top of his head? Come on, man. Aw, she's
If you
taking a
start to
nap.
tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter!
Yo. I miss
Feathers
you.
fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all of this power. Yeah, it's a fucking prototype Rancor. It might. I crafted that shit. It better. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. Welcome up. You slash and swipe till you're exhausted every ounce of your energy. I'm so sorry, Ethan.
Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
You
How
say
do
as
you
you slept
feel?
through it. Exhausted. I'm fighting to keep my eyes open.
As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Oh shit.
Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
That's fair.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Damn. Alright. Good night. I guess. Ooh, my eyes. Damn. Here we go again. What is this place? It looks different from the last one. Have I been pulled back into that place again? But Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep. So why am I back here? No. On closer inspection, this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy. But there isn't that chilling fog that made my hairs stand on end. Hold on. If dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine? If this is her inner mind, it's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of a flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. What the fuck? What the hell is that? What a strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. What the fuck are you? Hello. Stop flashbanging me!
Skirk,
damn.
why are you
My
skipping
eyes.
classes again? We've talked about this.
Who are you?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
I'm so confused. Okay. I'm out. I'm also gonna be out. The weather's wonderful today. Okay. Skirk's thoughts? Ah!
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said. I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
It was a very interesting story so far. What's over there? Oh no, I don't like that. Something's going on. I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. Ow.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
Oh,
No,
shit.
please spare the children. Stay back.
They're coming!
Why is this part not subtitled?
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never
Jesus
make it!
Christ.
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
Jesus Christ.
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are
Oh
you
my
doing
God.
this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain,
Fuck.
Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
What the fuck?
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more
Damn.
fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long.
Shit.
To prevent them
Okay.
from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Fuck. It smells like something's burning. What's going on? Ow.
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right. Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Oh, fuck.
Run, Skirk. Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over.
Jesus Christ.
You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
What was that? She's sucking on her own finger. Paimon. Doing.
Oh, you're awake. I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Fuck. Okay. Kitty, I need you to sit. You need to not be a brat. Come on. Be a good girl.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
I'm ready to start.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
A different source of power? That must mean...
Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
There's something familiar about the power you use. It almost seems related to Cryo in some way.
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Abyssal power doesn't really suit me. I have the ability to purify abyssal power anyway.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
What are you trying to say?
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade!
Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Disappear!
Die, Stinky. So I'm assuming what she meant earlier about the abyssal absorption thing is that I think what it is we're not purifying abyssal power, but we're absorbing it, which would eventually mean that we could probably be getting
Use the power
stronger
of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
the more we absorb it, which would make sense.
Water jet!
I've never used Hydro Traveler.
Faster! Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Go!
Shit. Ow! Bitch.
Water jet!
Why are they above my face?
Go! Water jet!
Can we be allowed to use them all at once like this? I've never trained them all at once like this.
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield
I would like
elemental
to be able to
energy
train all
without a
of them at
vision
once.
and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Graceful as the wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. I can feel the power of the elements flowing through me. Sometimes as peaceful as a flowing stream, other times surging like a raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices. But it's not like some wild beast battling me from a dominion. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. Yo! Okay,
Very
Novelette.
good. Seems you've reached a
Shit.
deeper level of connection with the elements.
Ah, cat. 1 second, I need to remove a cat from my dominion. 1 second. It'd be so much easier to focus if I didn't have a cat constantly in my stuff. Huh. How long has it been this time? I'm exhausted.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Can he do the Nouvellette thing like all the time? Cause I was kind of sick. I would build Hydro Traveler if he could do that. I'd rather him be able to do that than the weird bubble thing that floats off into bumfuck nowhere. Night. Gonna go to sleep tonight. See more Skirk lore. This place again. Welcome back, blob thing. Did you bring me here? Yep. Alright, show me what you got. No response. The strange creature just floated away. What is that thing? What is it doing in Skirk's inner world? And where is it taking me this time?
What is the secret to power?
Oh.
Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world.
This
that
voice sounds
fear
familiar.
is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Wait for me. Ow, it hurts. Daddy, mommy. Poor Skirk. Ow.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
Damn. Okay.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Ew.
After all, bones can always be reset.
A fuck. Jesus Christ. I can't breathe. Everything's gone black.
Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training.
Oh, Jesus.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh, and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, Master.
Jesus Christ. The dream is over, but I can't get that suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. I have so many questions about Skirk's past. Where does she come from? What has she been through?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest.
Not
Skirk
really.
said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I really want answers, but right now it's vital that I complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her. Is she even gonna answer you? I don't think she's just gonna talk about it. She'll tell you that's none of your damn business.
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities.
It's all thanks to your guidance.
That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block. Ready?
Oh, fuck me. No. Give me your worst. Fuck me.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just
He is a
like
defensive
your
twin.
sister. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, do you?
Thanks for rubbing it in. Thanks. See? You let your guard down, now she's gonna go kick your ass. See? Told you. Oh.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
Nope. Not cheating.
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want. But only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Are you describing yourself?
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This
Please
is
don't
your
actually make me
final
bluff.
training session. Look alive.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm scared.
Same
I'm
drill
bad
as
at making
before,
decisions.
but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your
Oh,
focus.
fuck.
Water jet!
I didn't want to do that. Multiple spikes will aim. Oh, fuck me.
Water jet!
Don't hurt me. I'm just a boy. I just want to live. See my sister. I'm very bad at making decisions. Nope. Bitch.
Go!
Fuck. Yep. Shit.
Go!
Eat there. Hello?
Water jet!
Excuse me? How did none of those hit? What? I don't even need to hit these anymore. I need the other ones.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
You say that, but it took me like 45 seconds to hit the ones on top. It's not easy to control my emotions. The battle is overwhelming, but if I can just focus all of my attention on what my opponent is doing and how I should respond, it's almost like my emotions take a backseat.
You're getting the hang of it. The first
Okay.
step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus. Focus on the battle. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle. But I think I'm pretty far from having full control over my emotions. What are you so pissed off for?
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Skirk went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason? Oh shit.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Skirk's right. Now that I've stopped, all the emotions I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt. But exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
I get a gift? Thank you. I wonder if this will canonically make the Traveler stronger, even by like a very small percentage. Like that one thing did. The canned knowledge or whatever. Can this make my Travelers stronger by 0.2%? Here we go again. Looks like I'm back in Skirk's inner world again. I don't see that strange creature this time, though. But I think I can navigate this space on my own now, even without it here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around while I wait. Oh, great.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Oh, incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Interesting.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Jesus.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then, I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past. and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Jesus. Fuck, what's the term for this? It's isn't it like survivor's guilt or something? Would she still have survivor's guilt if she
Let's
tossed
see
away all her
here.
emotions?
First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Gotta love Alice, man. Bitch. Wake up, traveler. Lunchtime. Huh? The dream is over. I can hear the crackling of a fire in the distance. There's a freaking aroma in the air. Grilled meat.
You're awake!
Good morning.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Of course you are. That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in before it gets cold.
You two. So you're best friends now?
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Not one to hold
Here's an
a
idea.
grudge.
Let's save the
You've been
chit-chat
calling
until
fucking
after the
Ito bullchucker for years. I don't want to hear I don't hold a grudge bullshit. Also tone deaf bard bullshit.
So full.
Full
Okay,
tummy.
it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Are we gonna talk about the dreams now? Can we get an explanation?
I have good news.
Cool.
First, your training is complete. You have what
Yay.
it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, you just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
That was a lot faster than I
When
expected.
Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You
I
and
remember
may
that.
never meet again, traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
After spending time in Skirk's inner world and witnessing her memories, there are so many questions I could ask. Most important one is, are you really from Teyvat?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I saw your memories. This is the first time I've seen Skirk break her composure. I guess this really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even
Right.
with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So, Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose. And in fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Unfortunate. I saw them anyway. Wait, speaking of endless darkness. On my first time there was all I saw. Until that strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Like me? Do you mean you're also a descender?
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
Interesting.
Okay. You have one question remaining.
Skirk's goal is to defeat the Foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. Don't ask. That'd be a terrible waste of a question. But given how quickly she blazed through that question, or that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Are you gonna ask about Child? Maybe I should take this opportunity to get Child some answers. Yes! Please. Help a boy out.
Well, your last question?
You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
That's fair. That was a calm and calculated answer. It's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with Child, nothing to do with her. But what does she actually feel about it? The Abyss is completely silent. This domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived in Teyvat, and even longer than if you have account for how slowly time passes in here.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
In all that time, she never established a connection with this world. Was it really just because she looks down on the weak? I doubt she'd give me a straight answer if I asked. Besides, I already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold, hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go.
Okay.
Oh, and everything I just told you, best keep it a secret from her as well.
Sorry, Paimon.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Good question.
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
The chasm? Oh god, nothing good ever comes from the chasm. I disconnected. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know why I disconnected. Sure, whatever. Cringe. Ow.
Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
I will. Let's teach this thief a lesson.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Fuck. I'm totally not scared in any way, shape, or form. Fuck. Why am I oh, never mind. It makes sense that I'm a Hydro Traveler. Never mind. Hello.
Mine to wield.
Wipe out!
I've never used Hydro Traveler. I don't know how he works. Bear with me. I really need to build Hydro Traveler.
Whoa! Look at all these spikes!
Oh shit!
Don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Hello.
Annihilate. Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Get the abyss bitches out of here. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Jesus Christ. My god.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler.
Looks about right.
The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
If I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from my wound back then. Yeah, I can sense something, and it's nearby, but I can't tell the exact location.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Oh, fuck.
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little.
Are they
Give our
lectors?
enemy some wiggle room so we can
I'm
see what
calling
we're
it right
dealing
now.
with.
I'm gonna be fighting
If you're
some
too
lectors.
reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Great. Don't make me fight myself. That'd be really weird. It's like if one day I gotta go fight Lumine, oh, I think I'd crash out. Ow. Hello. Oh, shit. Oh. Hello.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Oh. Ow. What the fuck? Yo! You alright? That thing was. Oh, Jesus! Okay. Oh. Oh. Thank you.
There. I got it back.
Let me guess, you're immediately gonna dip.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
So you were his real target.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
Okay, but you...
I'll cope.
Okay.
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal?
What?
Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
It does?
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him Foul? Sertologi.
Oh, this bitch. What man is this?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look!
Man, fuck you.
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
Well, what do we do now?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Kick his ass? I don't know. Skirk was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul, and in the process, some of her power was stolen. Oh, okay, let me guess. It's gonna try to mimic what she did during training. Oh, great. The culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. If I had a good understanding of his attack pattern from the fight just now, if we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make, but I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Great. Oh, fuck me. Are you serious? Ah! Ow.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor.
Ow.
It'll heal
I
in
can't
no
see
time.
anything behind
You
me.
should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Oh, this sucks. I'm not fighting any of you bitches. Get away from me. Retreat means retreat.
Watch out!
Don't touch.
Looks like this place is about to collapse!
Fuck. Fuck. Shit.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate and...
Sorry, Skirk, I don't have time for your voice line. I gotta get the hell out of here.
Phew. Oh, I should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
The all-devouring narwhal. With his power, he even managed to steal from you, of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your
Sounds about
dragon
right.
friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Yeah, hearing you say the foul definitely got a reaction out of him.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better?
She ain't gonna be all better until she kicks his
How
ass.
are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It's not out of pity. You said I don't want to be in your debt. Well, I still am.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
The bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you.
That's a very strange
Hurry
bag
up
of
and
Mora.
decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take
Well,
Skirk
look
somewhere
more
she
like
can
a
rest.
thing of tombs, but okay.
But where?
Isn't there like
Paimon gets the
a...
feeling Skirk wouldn't like being
Never mind.
around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready.
How's your shoulder?
Fine. It was just a scratch.
Just put the
It'll
flesh
take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to situations like this is nothing new for me.
Your outfit looks different.
Oh, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Tevat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form.
Okay, let's go.
Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way then.
Okay. I don't know why, but the more she speaks about her planet or whatever, I keep thinking about like Star Rail or Honkai Impact, and I'm like, are you meant to be a Honkai character who got dropped here? Because I kind of keep hoping that's what's gonna end up being the case. It'd be kind of sick. Because it reminds me of kind of like, I don't know if it's Firefly's situation or Acheron's. Something similar to those two. Where I feel like it could be something along those lines. I think. I could be talking out of my ass for all I know. I don't know. Maybe. Be kind of cool.
This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it.
Can I keep it? I'm broke.
Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like...
I'm on though.
I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Huh. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Why do you care?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Ah! You heard all that?
You're not exactly quiet.
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Damn.
Did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Still a dumbass nickname. Paimon's whispering needs some work.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was...
Yes, you did.
A Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames.
At least own up to
Okay,
it.
fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
Nope. She literally said in the beginning that she wasn't gonna do that.
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
We could all share the bed.
What about you?
2 people, 1 bed trope.
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to
Okay.
practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
Fair enough.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Ah, whatever.
Never be.
Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Skirk is stubborn. Even if I tried to convince her to take it easy, I doubt she'd listen. Paimon is right. Skirk will stop and take a break when she gets tired. I hope. I should get some sleep. I don't think she's gonna be resting very well. Skirk? Of course she's acting like she didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder, huh? Something seems off with her, though.
Quiet.
Okay. Who's she talking to? There's no one around. Unless...
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Stinky survivors.
Run! Skirk! Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right. In that dream I witnessed, Skirk was training alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what happened exactly. If only she could talk to us.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy.
Did she drink my tea?
Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Nope. Recovered your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No. Not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the spike that stabbed you.
No. I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Oh, cool. Y'all actually go just stare at her. Don't do that.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now?
No idea.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Eat? Or at least eat like that. Skirk looks so serene. Almost like she really is asleep. Oh. What happened? Oh, this thing again. You again. What is this thing? Motherfucker, she did not consent. Ooh! This place feels familiar. But where am I exactly? There are towering cliffs, withered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here. But it's broken up at several points along the way, with a waterfall at each breaking point. On closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion, the darker it becomes. Almost as if... Did you bring me here? Then that means this is...
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it
Oh,
as
fuck me.
the threshold between the soul and dreams.
Are you baby Skirk?
This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
So you can speak.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right? Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
What is that river?
Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
Wait, that reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see. So it was Sir Logi who taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason. And since then, it's been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret to her strength. But it's such a sad thing to think about. What has she been through? Why does it have to be this way?
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
I don't know how I feel about going through her memories without her consent, but okay. Ow. Looks like this looks like a coastline. I recognize that drawing in the sand. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away. Indifferent as ever.
Why? If I think about it, it's not surprising at all. But what happened to Wanmin Restaurant? It's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen Child in years, either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life. I don't think I said that word correctly.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path.
But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
I wonder what other kind of memories we'll get to see. If this is anything involving like her animated short, I kind of hope we get to see something involving Dane. I want to see her encounter with Dane, if at all possible. Ow. Why
You
did I
now
keep
have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Holy shit.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time, and the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
That figure next to Skirk looks familiar. Right, I saw the same figure during the battle against the all-devouring narwhal. Wait, what? That's who that is? Oh, fuck me, dude. Are you serious?
That is what Skirk's master, the foul, Sertologi, looked like at one point in time.
That was supposed to be Sertologi? Oh, shit. No wonder he was so strong, he was used to kick my ass. Fuck. At one point in time. So he can change form?
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
Fair enough.
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think Sertologi and Skirk were just master and disciple. Like Skirk and Child. Now I see why Skirk chose to distance herself from humanity. Sertologi told her to put down roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So that's what she meant. But I still don't understand why Sertologi would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between them.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertologi is terrifying.
Well, obviously.
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
You know what? Yeah. Drop more lore on me, little thing. Come on. Little Skirk. Give me more lore. Keep dropping it on me. Loving it here. He's a baby. This must be Skirk when she was a kid.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertologi.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard.
Man.
No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want
Okay, so you're keeping her alive for selfish reasons.
What you want matters little.
Alright, fuck you.
Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries
No wonder
of
you
the
called the
weak
foul. You
are
suck.
but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
So Sertologi saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child. Never even tried to hide his ulterior motives. And I suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Sertologi's final words to Skirk were cold and cruel. But Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was the truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it'll all come back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there.
Okay.
I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
I kind of wonder if we're being dragged into her dreams by little Skirk. As for a reason, because it feels like to me, Skirk wants to reach out to us, but physically and probably emotionally cannot. So the little creature in her mind is basically kind of forcing her to do it for her. And you know, I can appreciate that, little Skirk. Do what your mentality needs.
These are Skirk's happiest memories.
She's
what
so
a
baby.
simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover, treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars. And that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship.
It was a spaceship.
They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed them.
Ooh, what if it was the
with open
IPC?
arms.
Or was it the IPC who did that shit? I think it was the IPC who did that.
The visitors
Wasn't that
were guests and should be
like
treated with
Aventurine's planet?
hospitality.
To the
No one
Obgens or
had
whatever?
any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet.
That's my new headcanon.
Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained.
What the fuck was
left
Sertology
to
doing
rot
there?
in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
So why did those people destroy her homeland? Oh shit. That's not what I meant.
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
A threat? Did they do something bad?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
Just because of a speculation? All those innocent people.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
Now I see why Sertology's threat is such a terrifying prospect for her. And now I see why she distanced herself from the world.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
Little Skirk, if you do something to her that touches her emotionally, I'm gonna crash out. I will cry. Tears of pain.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment.
Wait, then you must be...
Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt.
I know
these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And do you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you? That proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice.
You're welcome.
To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be.
Oh, fuck.
All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
God damn it.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
Break free.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
You can do it.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. Sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Yay.
Thank you.
Fuck me.
I should be thanking you.
Cutscene.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
God damn it.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Fuck. Oh, it hurts so good.
So, you saw my memories then?
Yes.
I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
That isn't true strength. Power is not a substitute for doing what is right.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you.
Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him.
But he intends to face you in a battle one day.
I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
If he does attack you one day, I'll help you.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
The power of friendship compels you. Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. The emotional damage.
Oh, you're finally awake!
Fuck you mean,
honestly,
finally?
Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death!
I feel like you should be used to this by now.
You're both okay, right?
Yes. What does it look like?
Looks like your strength is back.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
Thanks, Paimon. We enjoyed the snacks.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Finally, let's show him what we're made of.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
I can't wait to get my butt kicked. I'm so excited. Y'all ever been excited to get your butt kicked?
Merciless.
Oh, shock. Oh, shit.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
That's what the fowl used to look like.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
Paimon.
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
You say as we do all the work and then you hide. I can't wait to get my butt kicked. Oh shit.
Wipe out!
Paradigm shift! Merciless! Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Are you kidding me? Man. Oh, that's supposed to do? I was out of stamina. I did it. Nice. Yo. Oh, not this again. Watch out.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. We won. Who the fuck? Who are you?
Well, have you come to your senses?
Who the fuck are you?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power
Such keen battle instincts. So you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds?
Where do Conrians keep coming from?
Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
What the fuck?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness.
It's been going really good.
It was
I cried
there was
earlier.
nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead. I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use the power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
Oh my god.
Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day. And we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
True.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality,
I tried to get it, but then I lost to Calamity Queller, and I'm like, you know, I'm good. Never mind.
Seek out my disciple.
I'm good.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm
never gonna be able
curious
to
about
pronounce
who
his
this
names.
disciple of yours will be.
Oh,
All Vedifenir said was that one day the stars shall bow in
it was. I think it was the way the chat messages were going. You were. I thought it was just like you were still
pretty
talking
impressive.
about it. This is kind of sick.
Course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
It looks familiar.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Who left this poor son of a bitch your damn
sea
well?
was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi.
Oh my god.
In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Ew.
That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Probably the curse.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith.
No, you cheated.
I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
You don't regret it, but you're sorry.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Are you okay?
No, I'm pretty sure he's dying.
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control. But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though, I know it'll be a long and
Alice really does
arduous
know everybody.
road.
It's kind of crazy.
If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me.
I think
But
Alice.
your
I feel like Alice
ascent
influenced her a little
continues.
more than she thought.
At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach
You know
the top
Lumine?
of this mountain, no matter
Yo, if you're
what
gonna
it
break
takes.
his conscience, I want to hear
And
about
you,
Lumine first.
Skopnunger, will be my witness. At
God
the
damn
end
it.
of all things.
I'm never gonna hear shit about Lumine.
It's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
You know, I wouldn't be shocked either. I think Dane has to know who Alice is. He's either has to have either met her or at least heard of her.
We did it! Ah, it's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again,
True.
we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
I didn't even break a sweat. You liar. You liar.
Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
I doubt it.
Yes. The power Skafnungur stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great!
Awesome. I didn't think it'd be that easy.
It's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
I love how she can say that and then we don't even question it. It's like, she knows it's fake, we know it's fake. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about the fake sky. Can we talk about the fake sky? I would love to hear about the fake sky, you know, just saying. Kinda wanna hear about the fake sky. I'd like to see what it's like up there.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow, until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves, and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
This is all
going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the traveler always finds a way.
I'm gonna find a way to get to that out of this fake universe.
He has filled Paimon's days with happiness.
I don't know about that
one. No matter
one.
how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three.
Have I done the main quest?
We've
No,
met
not yet.
so many amazing friends.
I did Skirk's first because I wanted the materials to get her to 90.
As long as we don't
I thought that was more important.
Any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
Alright. When will we meet again?
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless,
fair enough.
Reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that, at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Bye, Skirk.
Bye.
Oh. Okay, you're going home. Makes sense. Alright, bye.
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey!
I think so.
What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
Damn. Okay. Nice. You want the Abyss powers? I feel like we'll also eventually get Abyss power. It just makes sense. Oh shit. Oh, we get to keep her guitar? Based. Because, like, they keep bringing it up. It's like, oh, have you ever thought about having this? Have you ever thought about doing that? What the fuck is this? After completing Skirk's rigorous training, you and compile a summary of your experiences and whatever. What? Oh! Thank you. Cool. I feel like we'll eventually get the Abyss power. I don't know why. I feel like it's just gonna be like something that comes up in the future. Maybe before we encounter Lumine, if I had to guess. We only get 6 of these? Why did I think we got more? What the hell? Aww. I still need to get so many then! I don't got the resin for this shit. Man. Boo. That's what I was thinking as well, because she was saying, like, she doesn't believe that we're purifying the Abyss. I kind of think, because she asked us, have we ever wielded Abyss power before? We could either say no, or not that I know of. I think we probably have used it before, or maybe just don't remember. So I'm wondering if maybe if we have used it before, if that's the scenario, that we're able to absorb abyssal power, and then just, like, get stronger with it without realizing it. Because we could already be like, what's the word? Like, already used to it. Energy can't be created or destroyed. Yeah, I think she mentioned that. Because she said it doesn't just go, it doesn't just disappear.
Come to an end.
And it doesn't, like,
even time itself.
do anything for no reason. So I can definitely see it be, English. I can definitely see it either being converted or even just being absorbed and not necessarily purified. Because I thought that was the reason in the first place why we were feeling like dog shit in the beginning. He's like, oh, I don't feel so good. I'm like, was it because we've been absorbing so much abyssal power from that land that it kind of just randomly hit us all at once? I didn't even realize it was because they were stealing shit from us. Look at the guitar. Okay, let me see it. Ooh. I like the tune. I don't know how to play the guitar though. Oh, I wonder if you could play the OST from her trailer on this. It has a very similar melody, I think. What did I take off? I need that back. Do I have resin? Kinda. I kinda wanna go kill her boss. I need to get you to 90. Let's go kill your boss before I get off. Let's see if I can kill it with this team, because I don't feel like switching back into Veressa for this. That takes effort. What's up, Tenebris? I'm back once again.
A dash of frosting!
There you go.
Annihilate.
Mine to wield. This is getting interesting.
Obey! Cryo incarnate! Goose on the loose!
Rude. Yeah, I kind of enjoy that. I'm waiting for, like, a time to be able to actually use it that way. Because so far I haven't really needed... Ooh. Thank you. For, like, a reason to do that. What was I gonna say? I had a thought.
Transfiguration. A little movement.
Oh yeah, the resin. I kind of think that they changed it to a cracked moon now. I think that's kind of cool.
Manifest. Time to shine. By ordinance divine. Up to the freezer. A burst of flavor.
Man. Ew. It's not that bad. Hopefully it'll give me 4 again, and I can be free. I really don't want to spend any more res. That's a mood. I still need to get Dahlia built too, and I'm out of books and Mora, and I cry a little on the inside. But I really want to put Dahlia on this team. It's hard to do that when I'm broke.
Do your master's bidding. Goose on the loose. A dash of... Let my name echo in song. Shout... Power. Someone else.
What the fuck did it do? Oh. Man.
Unleash. You will regret this. Cryo incarnate.
Yeah, I need the surprise baptism on my team. Whatever will I do without my surprise baptism? This is dog shit. Why did you lock that? How dare you?
Transfiguration. Up to the freeze.
Now look at this. Ow.
The pinnacle of excellence. Power.
Big chungus.
The show begins.
Ow, 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 ow.
Obey.
You know, that's a mood. I did the whip event earlier. I got a couple 20k primos and Mora, and that was it. I'm like, okay.
Time to shine. Manifest. A dash of frost. By ordinance divine. Strike a pose. Power. Keep going. A burst of flavor.
I would love to know what keeps killing this.
Obey.
I think inviting people probably does. I think you get a couple more rolls and then I think primos maybe? I could be wrong. I usually don't even bother with that because I don't even know anybody to invite, so I'm like, you know, I'll just take whatever they give me. Oh yeah, wasn't there like another web event I had to do? It's like the swordsman thing with Skirk. There was like a code for that. Let me put it in. Where is it? I forgot all about that. Oh, not that. That. There we go. My leg. What the fuck? Oh, interesting. Oh, wrong one. I don't know why they wouldn't put that there. It's the... like this one, right? Okay. Hopefully I copied the right thing. Get rid of all the extra shit. Hopefully that's right. I don't know. Alright. I need some flowers. Can't level a girly up without some flowers. I need to stay as far away from that quest as possible. Because I don't want to do it right now. I really don't. Do not drag me kicking and screaming into the Archon quest. Oh, they're probably over there. Oh, that's lame. I might need to drag out somebody. I don't know where these flowers are. Let's see. I'll remove Shenhe for a minute.
Whoa!
Milani, help me. Yeah, I never know how those work because like usually it's like they want you to send them to people who haven't played in a long time, and everybody I know plays the game religiously. So it's like I never see a point. It's like, ah, you guys are playing already. I don't have to send it to you. There's no need. You play this game every 5 minutes, just like I do. Oh, there's one for anyone and oh. Oh shit. I didn't know that. Maybe I should tell my friends then. I don't know if they know that part or not. Mr. Weasel, I don't want to talk to you right now. Ah! Go fuck yourself. Oh shit.
Off to the freezer! Ha. Mine to wield. Ha. 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 Yeah. Ha.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. Especially because, like, lately, they haven't really been giving us that many rewards lately. So, like, everybody's kind of desperate for these primos. So it's kind of lame. Yeah. I was actually talking about this early, I think like a day or so ago with my friend, and I'm like, I wonder why they're like being kind of stingy with the rewards lately. Because like before, there would be like, the calculations for rewards would say that like, you could get usually around like 100 or so wishes, kinda, like per patch, even as an F2P. But lately it's been like, I think this patch alone, the F2Ps are getting like, I think like 50-ish wishes? And I'm like, who can survive on that? Like, deadass. Like, what kind of, like, what F2Ps are surviving on that? When there's so many things going on, like, nobody can live with that. Unless you're, like, pulling a character maybe, like, once every 6 months. It's not realistic. Yeah, because I keep track of usually every kind of player's primo gem count, because like I get the Welkin in the battle pass, yeah, so like I always get a little bit more, but like as like someone who technically also has an F2P account, I know it also sucks. Cause like this is the only game I pay for stuff in. I don't pay money in the other games. So like I usually rely a lot on the F2P rewards. So whenever I feel like I'm being cheated, I hate it. I'm like, this sucks. Yeah, I feel like it's been really low. I feel like since, I don't know. I don't think we've had a really high patch since, let me think. There's like a specific patch I'm thinking of. Probably not since, probably realistically Lantern Rite. But I feel like when the volcano dropped, we had a pretty good amount of exploration Primo Gems. But that also could just be because we didn't have any events. So it could honestly just be the exact same amount and I just can't tell. Yeah, that's what I'm also worried about that. Cause like I feel like hopefully that means like we'll get a good amount hopefully coming up between the summer and like Not Cry. But at the same time they could also, I don't know, be having like, oh, this game's getting old, so we don't have to worry too much about, you know, drawing in new players. It's like, let's just focus on like the newer games instead. But even then, like the newer games like Star Rail's 2 years old. And they're already also being super stingy. We get one event for every half patch. That's super shit. And we're getting the Fate collab next. Like, what the hell? Who do they think we are? But yeah, because like the Star Rail the Star Rail events are super lacking. I think we're getting basically nothing there. ZZZ, it makes sense why they're getting a lot of rewards, at least recently, because they're on their 1-year anniversary. Do I have enough to upgrade you yet? I do, exactly enough. Thank God. That was inching closer to that Archon quest, and I forgot what I was doing. Jesus Christ. So, like, it kind of makes sense that there might be some kind of favoritism there. But, like, I don't know. What do I know? Hopefully, it's not the devs being... Or, I don't know if it's the devs or, like, the people planning the events and stuff just getting kind of stingy. I really hope that's not the case. Because that would be super disappointing. But we shall see. What am I looking for again? Oh, yeah, these things. I really hope you don't need these to ascend your talents, because I hate farming these things. Hey, I hit over 200. Cool. You're gonna take all of my shit. Great. I love that for me. Man. I'm never gonna get to finish building Dahlia. Dahlia! Man. Shit. What do you still need? What's after this? 20 of these. I don't have Calla Lilies? Nobody's needed these things for ages. How do I not have Calla Lilies? Are you joking me? Alright, whatever. I don't think I can level you anytime soon anyway. Anyway, I need to go do something, so I'm gonna end this here. Thank you for anyone who chatted, who lurked, who vibed and existed. Thank you to the aliens up above for watching over me. Thank you, Skirk, for being beautiful and OP as ever. I don't need your weapon. The people who told me they did can go fuck themselves.
Where do we come from?
And
where are we going?
I'm sorry, Dahlia. I'll never get to level you. I should be back tomorrow with Withering Waves' main quest. Hopefully I'll get to do the Archon quest soon, but I don't know when. We'll find out. If not, I will be back Saturday with Stardew Valley Expanded with Savi. So if you like Wuthering Waves or you like Stardew Valley, come hang out with me the next 2 days. But if not, I'll see you next time. Bye bye! Why does my thing seem to keep not working? That's annoying. Unfortunate.